Hey everybody. Y'all know that I be broke. I still am going to step forward. My God. I be at work, but I'm still gonna get these messages out. You understand me? What I need to put out for somebody. You know? But I want to start by saying good morning. It is still morning where I'm at. I'm in Miami, Florida. I do ask that you guys like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to jump right into the word because this is not going to be a long video. For this video, I was led to Proverbs 23:14. If you strike him with the rod, you will save his soul from Sheol. I had to look up the word Sheol because I needed to know what it basically was saying. And that's the thing too. We have to always, like, when we read something and we hear something, if we do not know the understanding, we have to seek for the understanding. You know, maybe get the definition of the word so you can understand where we're going. I'm teaching y'all as I'm learning. That's how we doing it. We learning together. But this verse actually was a good one. Why? Because I told you in my last video, if I don't think y'all remember, I was saying something about my friend, her son was being bullied or whatever. And right now, you know, I do speak to adults because adults like me also need to hear it, but I am coming for the younger generation and people under me. You know, I try to save them souls because there's so much things that's going on in the world. And I feel like if you lost, you can't help but raise a lost child. So that's why it's important for us as adults and as parents to get the knowledge that we need, you know, and to make it. And that verse alone saying, if you strike him with the rod, you will save his soul. Sheol from Sheol. Sheol is a dark place, a place of still darkness. It's a place where they said the dead go. It's a dark place. You get what I'm saying? So it's like darkness shows anything. But if you do, it's not strike as in saying, you know, beat your child or whatever. But in the cases of it is saying you have to discipline the kids. If you stand up and say what's right and wrong, then they will know what's right and wrong. And as parents, we have to take accountability of that because the kids are doing what they want when they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's no knowledge being given out. And it's crazy. You know, you got kids that come up and they think that bullying is good. And then this is what they go to school for, to talk about the kids that's less fortunate or don't look the way they want them to look. Listen, we in a world with different people, diversity. We have different people. They look different. They sound different. But we all need to treat them the same. Everybody deserves respect and need to be treated with respect. You know what I'm saying? And if we teach the kids at a young age that, I think we won't have a problem. If we teach the kids at a young age that when they see somebody down or fall down and help that person up, they won't and laugh when a person fall off a bike or a person get hit. They won't find that funny because it's like the things that's not funny is the things that people are laughing at now. And it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're a friend and your friend, she probably short on her bills, but you have it. You should help your friend. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with the world. We don't help enough. We don't help enough. And I think we don't help enough because we don't know to help enough. We wasn't taught to help enough. And, you know, it's crazy because even though I wasn't really taught bad because my mom and them was very helpful. They, you know what I'm saying? Coming up, I always seen them help their friends, open their doors. You know, so that's the things that are still into me. And I guess that's why I'm like I am. But I don't, you know, laugh at people when they're down or knock people or kick them even lower when they down. I don't do that. And I am a strong believer of discipline, you know what I'm saying? And that's what that verse is. Because, you know, I could have got upset about the kids continuously jumping on this. I call him my nephew because me and his mom been friends long. You know, I could have got upset about that. But, you know, and probably that the devil used me to where me and they moms are arguing. Because I told you the mom came to the scene and she was just as confused as the child. So I had to think about it. Like, you got a lost child and a lost mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm going home to pray for them. I'm going to pray for these people because they're not going to get me off my path. They're not going to knock me off of what I'm doing right. But I did tell my nephew, like, you know, don't get discouraged and don't feel like you less of because they don't want to play with you and they beating you and stuff like that. You know, God made you to be able to can sustain it. You can go through it. You're the only person that can take it. They can't be you, Dante. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him to always stand up and believe in himself and don't never mind what the other people or the outside people doing or how they treat them. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay strong. You got to stay positive. And that's what I had to do in that time as well. Just being, you know, a caretaker in some sense of, because like all us, we raised the kids together. So just being in that predicament, I just had to brace myself and not let the devil use me. So I told him too, you know, that's not what we see. I know you see them doing it. I know you see them treat you bad, but we don't send you to school to do that. You know what I'm saying? I still told him right. And I thank God for sending me that verse, because it's a lot of parents that's out here. That, you know, we laugh and we think the kids are our friends. Wrong. They're not our friends. They're learning from us. So what we do today, these kids will do tomorrow. So it's real important for me to practice like positivity and do right and spiritually be higher, you know, and a higher vibration. It's really important for me to do that, because that's the only way I can give it to the kids. And I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's what it is. It's not settling no more. We not letting these kids think that's good. We telling them wrong for right. Obedience is the only thing that'll get you in it. And that's another thing too. It takes me being obedience, because if you teach them right, then they'll do right. And doing right is obedience. To be able to listen is obedience. And you know, obedience is a big thing in today's words, because right now in these hours, the things that we do, we will be held accountable for it. The thing, you know, what we teaching people, we will be held accountable for everything. So it's important to obey God's word. Obey his word, you know, be obedient, because obedience is the only thing that can get you in. You know, we got people thinking they richer or they got the nicer things. Yeah, you may have that, but when you leave this world, you're not going to leave with it. You're not going to leave with them things. You go alone. You know what I'm saying? God, he judges us from here inside. So don't never think, you know, me and my dad, we were sitting in the car yesterday. He had said something about his friend. His older guy, he was like, he had moved back after his mom passed to get the mom house. And I was like, well, you know, that's good. He was like, oh, but it wasn't a money situation. And I was like, Dad, I never said that, you know, the guy was broke because he had to come live in his mom's house. I know better than that. I said, Dad, it's some things money can't buy. And I said that to say, y'all got to know, y'all teach these kids that materialistic things, or if this person don't have that they less of, or they not the person who your kids should hang with. But in reality, the things that you even buy your kids, the things that you teach your kids will not get them in the kingdom. It will not get them in the kingdom. You want to die knowing your kids going to hell? Like, honestly, like, you want to die knowing you going to hell? Like, the materialistic things is things we can't take. God don't judge us for how much we got down here. He judges us from our heart and how much we do down here. So it's important. And, you know, I will pair that up with obedience. I will pair it's Proverbs chapter 23, verse 14. And you can read the whole chapter and you'll get a little more understanding. You have to teach these kids. We have to teach our younger youth. Even sometimes you can learn from an old man or a baby. But it's important to stand on right and wrong. If you are older or you are young and you do know right from wrong, you stand up for what you know. You don't be ashamed of that. We don't be ashamed of doing right. We don't be ashamed of doing right. We do right with a smile on our face. So I just wanted to get that out. That was for somebody. I don't know who. You guys have a blessed day. I told you these videos weren't going to be this long, but I have to get them out.